Introducing touch-free payments from PayPal, a safe way for your customers to pay. Simply download the PayPal app and display your own unique QR code for your customers to scan. Whether you're a market seller,
I'll take 2 tomatoes and a cucumber,
poodle pamperer, piano tuner, or plumber. Signing up to accept touch-free payments for your business is easy. Touch-free QR code payments. No seller fees until 2021. Not applicable to PayPal here transactions. Other fees may apply. Shop safe with PayPal.
In 81, he was 21. He called the water his own.
All right, look, man, we're getting ready to go. Throw the bow lines off first.
Fishing.
Because I am the goddamn captain of this boat.
Drinking.
We can't forget about smoking.
Thinking about how crazy this life feels.
Because, what about getting high and getting drunk?
Running on empty.
Some kind of goddamn podcast or something.
With Mr. Windy.
Who has the vape pen?
It's not by me.
Who's it by?
Who is it by?
Who is it by?
Where is it? Let me see where it is. Hold on.
Look, don't turn your knees.
It's closer to you, Charles.
That's right.
It's laying right in front of your eyes. By God.
Whose headphones are them right there within 2 inches of it?
That's
not
somebody who's
Gentry,
not
do
on
me
the
a favor.
program.
Gentry, do me a favor. It was laying right here. See these headphones that are 2 inches from it?
I do.
What are the likelihood that when the headphones got set down, so did that green thing? What do you think the chances are of that versus me walking halfway over here and setting it down for no reason over there? Are you an investigator or not? You see what I'm saying?
They were in clear sight of your two eyeballs, Charles,
but
right there in front of you.
They're 2 inches from those headphones. Those are not headphones I was wearing. Now watch. Let's just reenact, see how they might have got there.
Watch it.
Because you were the last one to hit it. That's why I was sitting there.
No. Hey, guess what, Joker? I hit it, and I handed it to him. And then he set it there. So I'm just trying to set the record straight in case it's some kind of Julius Caesar kind of crap where there's goddamn conspiracy.
A lot of conspiracies going on.
8 count.
Oh, Marie.
We got a brand new podcast called Wide Awoke with, what are we calling the host? Does he have a name?
B-Dog.
Oh, we're just calling him B-Dog? That doesn't sound very alluring.
Let's call B-Dog and get the very latest.
Let's,
B-Dog's that bird dog?
No.
He a duck hunter. I was called bird dog when I was a kid.
What's going on, B-Dog?
What up, G-Money? What's going on?
We're just sitting in here recording a little podcast. We were wanting to check in to see if people were out there on the beach enjoying themselves, or has the coronavirus scared them away?
Oh, Jesus Lord. It took me an hour and 45 minutes to get on the beach. As I look outside right now, let me just count the boats that I can see in front of me. Now, mind you, I'm under a covered restaurant looking out onto the beach, so I can only see probably 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock, so my vision is only this limited. And I can count right now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26,
Too many
27,
to count.
29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 35, 36, 37.
All right.
Could he count by twos? Like 2, 4, 6, 8.
55 boats.
55 boats out there. Nobody's afraid of the coronavirus down at the beach. That's good to hear.
Nobody cares. I mean, my God. It's like, it's probably the hype. You know what? It only
But is
means
that being reckless, though, Brian? Is that being a little reckless? Because what about Grandma? What about Grandpa?
Oh, let me mix. Hold on. Let me show you reckless right now. Let me mix on the fly with no adjustment.
All right, let's see what you're playing.
So
Let me guess that tune. That is a Around the World is the name of the song. Daft Punk, yes, Around the World.
But do you know what version I'm playing is the real question.
You are playing the, is this the
techno house.
DJ Breakbeat remix?
I'm playing the 4 a.m. intro, outro vocal, which I just looked. It's only a minute long.
Okay,
so
well.
Hold on. I better get this. Hold on. I got my track ready. All right, hold on here. 118.
Right, we didn't call you to hear you DJ. I know we interrupted your
DJ
DJ set.
This is much more entertaining right now.
All right, let's see it. All right, let's hear it.
Later.
See it. I guess he just hung up on us.
He kind of did. That is the host of our new program, Wide Awoke Conspiracy Theories, on the podcast playground.
Yeah, very nice.
There are people who have been parts of, it seems like every show that you have to have a conspiracy theorist.
Yeah, well, you know what he
Because
thinks.
they come up with all kinds of crazy stuff you wouldn't believe.
He thinks that Tom Hanks is the leader of the Illuminati out of Hollywood. And that if you see the video of his son when he announced, because, he has contracted the COVID-19 virus, Tom Hanks, little Woody from the Toy Story movies.
I know, but there's another one. That old Tom Cruise, you got to watch out for him, too, because these are people that are supposedly going to find out that something's going on in here.
Do you believe in the Illuminati? Because this is what got me. I listen to these conspiracy theories.
Tom Cruise does that weird church shit.
Scientology.
Wow, that was brilliant. That was brilliant. That should be a bumper sticker or a T-shirt.
What did you say again, Mr. Wendy? Repeat it to the
Tom
audience.
Cruise does that weird church shit.
That would be a funny T-shirt, Mr. Wendy.
But, and that Ho Chi Minh or whoever the fuck his name was before Tom Cruise was the last one you heard of that did that same shit, and he got in trouble. And Cruise was in that church somehow. Like the Jonestown Massacre, somehow he ended up running around with them people. So he's a full-fledged member of that Church of Scientology. But before, there's some Vietnamese dude that ran that show back in the 70s. And
a Vietnamese dude that ran...
I'm pretty sure that ran that Church of Scientology. Or Chinese, old school.
Yeah,
the old school ones. Yeah.
I think they started
Communism.
in Sarasota, actually.
Communism. They try that communism shit. So, I think Cruise played one of them in a movie somewhere.
At some point in his life. He's played every role there is known to man, actually.
I saw the Boy Scout one where they shot up his dad's place and all that shit. The Army, National Guard.
Oh,
man. Boy Scout.
Let me tell you, if you're a big fan of Tom Hanks, don't Google him today. Because it's bad.
Well, he's sick, right? Him and his wife, they have contracted the COVID-19, and they're in Australia. He was filming an Elvis movie out there and he and his wife have contracted the voice. Now, the way that they let the world know that he had it, he has a son, a couple of children. And one of his children, Chet Hanks, did a video. Here's the video of him telling the world that his dad has COVID-19. Go ahead, Chet.
What's up, everyone? Yeah, it's true. My parents got coronavirus. Crazy. They're both down in Australia right now because my dad was shooting a movie down there. But I just got off the phone with them. They both are fine. They're not even that sick. They're not worried about it. They're not tripping, but they're going through the necessary health precautions, obviously. But I don't think it's anything to be too worried about. I appreciate everyone's concern and the well wishes, but I think it's all going to be all right, but I appreciate it, and just everybody stay safe out there. Much love.
I need Charles's reaction to this guy.
Now,
and he can't see him.
All right, now you can't see him. I wanted Charles not to see him.
Okay.
Because now I want you to come around and look at him here and see what you see.
Just come around.
Just come around
You can do it just like a dog on a leash.
All right, you see that right there?
Hang on.
Why did his son have to tell the world that his dad is sick with his shirt off, and his Illuminati eye has to stare right back at me? This just feeds these conspiracy theorists.
Okay.
Do
on
you understand who the Illuminati is?
That's something that let me get over my mind.
Here's what I say. If you're Tom Hanks and
It all goes, I'll tell you what, all that Illuminati and all that, the Masons, the ones with the G.
yeah,
I remember when I was
and
a
the
kid.
compass.
I remember when I was a kid back in the 60s, my father would take off on these secret meetings, and he always had that ring on with a G.
Oh, so he was a Mason,
Hang
your
on.
father.
Yes, big time. Well, hang on. I always thought that G was for his name, Glenn. You see that G on his hand. Then I learned about that shit.
Isn't that his level? What level he is, or what's
No,
the G,
stands for God. That's what the Masons. That's
Well, that's
G
a good
stands
thing,
for,
I think,
yeah.
to believe in.
Anyway, so that was very secretive stuff way back then. So I never paid attention. But there were secret meetings for sure. The Masons, my dad dressing his fancy.
At
I was
the
a kid,
Masonic Temple.
8 years old, 10 years old. You don't really pay attention. It's back in the 60s, you know. Late 60s. Vietnam's going on. You ain't paying attention. I used to steal my dad's fucking stripes off his clothes and put them on my shirt and go to school and tell people that I was in charge. You just watch the news today. You see all the people with stripes on. I got stripes here too. And my dad would show back up over there, and his clothes were all the stripes were all cut off. Yep, I was in big trouble next time. Anyway.
Were you beat as a child for things
No,
like that?
no. I got a shot at one time.
Shot at?
Yeah.
That's traumatic.
The guy claimed he shot over us. And my dad got pretty pissed off, and the guy said, I told that boys. It was after a hurricane.
So not your parents didn't shoot at you?
No, it was somebody who claimed to own the boat that we were digging up after a hurricane.
How long was he going to the Mason meetings, being a Freemason? Did you know your daddy to be a Freemason?
My father's family, I ain't kidding you, they go all the way back to my Aunt Caroline said, you see them walls right there? Back in those days, the governor, and you can actually look this up, the governor of Connecticut, during the time of George Washington, they were best friends. And these walls back here, if you look here and here and here, these are places where these two have been known to have met on these old...
What year are we talking, governor of Connecticut?
The same year as the Revolution, 1776. And George Washington, 1776. They were, yeah.
Jonathan Trumbull.
Okay.
Is that him?
I don't know. I never.
Oh, you're the one telling the story.
Well, because I was told that they were best friends, and this is a big. This place called Shaw's Hill, believe it or not, and I forget what county it is, but the hill is so high. It's the highest point. It's called Shaw's Hill because there's Shaws on all sides of it.
Yeah, I see a Shaw that's real high right now, right?
No,
Standing right goddamn in front of me. That's you, Charles Gary Shaw.
So I'm just telling you that.
No.
So we were talking about Freemasons, and you brought up that your dad was a Freemason.
Yes.
So what do you know about Freemasons and the Illuminati, and that they're running the world with their pyramid? They have their little three. They have their three levels to keep the pyramid strong.
Right. I guess I'm running a little bit behind because I ain't checked in with nobody.
You're not part of the group?
Not yet. Why would I be? Why? What?
Are you trying to join?
Well, do you believe that there is a higher power above the government, above the world, that is pulling the strings, that makes the stock market go, that plants COVID-19 viruses, that there is some type of Illuminati that is running the world, a secret society of individuals that are the elite that are calling the shots? Like 9/11, a lot of conspiracy theorists will say billionaires cashed in on that, and people, it wasn't just some Saudi Arabian, Afghanistan terrorists that just wanted to run a plane into the building. Allah, Allah, Allah Akbar. We want to kill Americans. That really wasn't the motive there. It was about the money.
I want to tell you something about that, what you just said right there. George, my buddy George, you know him.
Yep. Well, he ain't your buddy anymore. Last I saw, you told him to fuck off.
I know, but I could always fix that up. Just call him anytime. But here's what I want to tell you. George, listen, George does a beautiful impression. You know how when you see a terrible thing that happens over there in India, and all them people do that bird yell. Yeah. That's when they're hurting. You know, they're yelling on their knees and stuff and all that. So now whenever something happened that was bad for them, George could do that on cue. He could do that, yell over them crying and him yelling, here, motherfuckers, you're saying yes all the time when it's against us, but now it's against you. And man, it's hilarious. He is, yep.
Yeah, he'd be funny, huh?
No, he has.
Should we hire him? Is he going to be funnier than you?
No, he knows how to do that. Roll. Yep. Yeah, he's better at that.
I'm sure you like that he does that, old Charlie?
No.
Does he do that to you?
Other Mike. He knows about me.
All right. Again, we were talking about the Freemasons and a higher power running the world. And
right.
Do we believe that this COVID-19 is something that is man-made, that because people will monetize off of this, people that will make money off the correction in the market, people in healthcare that will make money. You see the stores are making money because all the shelves are there ain't no damn toilet paper. I know that you don't wipe your ass. Why do you wipe your ass, by the way? Because you're living out there camp talk.
No. Even when you're camping, just like when you're a Boy Scout camping, you have toilet. I get rolls at 99 cents at Walmart, big old roll of paper towels. So you have plenty.
Okay. Yeah, so you are wiping your ass.
Oh, cut it out now.
That's good, but you can't go to the store right now and buy toilet paper in some stores.
That's why you have enough for a day or two.
So the conspiracy theorists are claiming So you saw that video from Tom Hanks' son, big Illuminati eye. They claim, and I will say, they've been calling Tom Hanks as one of their chiefs of this conspiracy world. He happens to be the first celebrity to catch the COVID-19. He's in Australia, where no one really knows exactly where he is. He's deep into the woods of Australia filming some movie about Elvis Presley, who they say that Tom Hanks is a pedophile as well, these conspiracy theories.
Yeah, I'm reading a bunch of stuff about it. We've even got a girl has come forward.
A girl has come forward and said that? Wow.
Yep.
So they're claiming that this Illuminati that runs the world, that abuses children, they drink baby blood, they say.
Oh, yeah, right.
Chroma Jones.
Who does that? Who does that? Drinks baby blood. Who?
These Illuminati people.
Where are they?
They take children and they claim if you take their adrenal gland, and you drink that blood, that it's going to make you feel like you've never felt before. Have you ever heard of that stuff?
Nobody does that.
Nobody does.
Nobody does that.
No, they would be eliminated quickly.
You think so? But what if they're the ones running the world? Because that is what these conspiracy theorists say.
Well.
And that Tom Hanks could be the kingpin. It's hard for me to wrap my head around it because I love Tom Hanks.
All I can tell you is if I'm sitting here and we walk out of here, now I got to make sure because my beer's over there. We walk out of here, run across one of them right there, and I'm like, well, we got to do something with them that person right now, be done with them for a while. So.
Yeah, but they're the powerful ones. They're the ones getting rid of people. You know what they also say?
Yeah, but they're like fighting a fire. You got to start at somewhere and beat it back a little bit at a time. Or if nothing else, cut around behind and cut it off. Or so you got to do something. Like Patton or Erwin Rommel. Cut a piece off of that motherfucker. And I don't know how to do it, but we'll figure it out when we get there.
Adrenochrome is what it's called.
Yeah, and that these celebrities, you get to a certain point. They say it starts kind of like the Freemasons, where they let you in at that level, then you get another level, then you get another level, but to get all the way to the Tom Hanks big level.
Shriner, right? Way up top.
All the way to the top.
General of the Shriners.
I don't know who that.
No, not the Shriners.
Well, the Shiners are after other shit.
No. The Shiners, as you say,
the
Shiners called Shriners.
Shriners. I said Shriners.
Okay, and they raise money for children's hospitals.
I know, but they're above the Masons and shit.
Well, they're just a front. They're just raise money.
Okay, I didn't know. Never got there.
So here's the thing about the adrenochrome. It is obtained by sacrificing a terrified person.
Doesn't it sound scary, Charles? I mean,
hang on. That sounds like that Alien. Remember that show Alien way back ago? Oh, that was terrible.
What happened in that show?
Remember all of a sudden, people are walking along and they're grabbed up by a dinosaur and they're being eaten quickly. You don't got time to even think, man.
What does that have to do with what we're talking about?
Because he's talking about scary shit right there.
I'd say
that was pretty scary.
Well, it's kind of scary a little bit.
No, that critter grabbing and your head's being cut off.
So I guess here's my point, because I try to listen to this stuff like you, Charles, when they start saying drinking baby blood and Tom. Will you let me finish?
Yeah.
I always tell them they're a little wacky. Like, I don't know. I like Tom Hanks. His movies are good. He doesn't seem like a bad guy to me. But then they say he's the kingpin of them all. I'm like, oh, really? They also say Steven Spielberg is another kingpin of their world. So all of a sudden you find out who happens to be the first one with the first celebrity is Tom Hanks. He comes out. And how do they tell the world? They tell the world by having his son take his shirt off in front of his bedroom with the Illuminati eye that they claim Tom Hanks is the kingpin of, with his shirt off, with the Illuminati staring at you as they say, my father he's in Australia right now. He's going to be fine. But see, Illuminati, they say that they're controlling the world because Donald Trump is trying to take down all these pedophiles, and that they want to keep drinking their baby blood. They want to keep fucking young girls, according to the conspiracy theorists.
Well.
You don't want to believe it, huh, Charles?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying if you're going to go down that road, there's a whole lot of other people that you'll be able to make money getting back. That I know,
What are you talking about?
as far as money being lost by if Trump's looking for ways to get money back, they can work their way all the way up to disabled people. There are people who are not disabled. They can work. They just don't want to.
Running on empty with Mr. Windy.
Guess what? I want to let you in on a little secret.
Those beers. What are those? 15% for an alcoholic beverage.
Hey.
This guy can't have a regular 5% beer. He's got to have the 15% beer.
Because we're only having 2.
That's not even beer at that point.
There's 2 for all day. That's a fair trade. 2 for all day.
You only drink 2 beers the whole day?
The same 2 me and you got. I'm still on it.
I didn't get them. You got them.
Yeah, you was riding the truck.
I was riding in the truck, but I didn't want the beers.
I wasn't driving your goddamn truck.
Thank God. I can see those beers already got you a little. No, you might want to eat a little more.
No.
Oh, I think that little lickety lick thing you did on your finger, I think that might have got you. You might have something on that banger.
How's your neck? How's your neck?
No, it ain't that.
Oh, the show's really going to take off now, baby.
Let's talk about sex, baby.
Okay, so back to the story of these people that are drinking baby blood. Tom Hanks could possibly be the kingpin, and his son is going to deliver the message with the Illuminati eye to tell. Now, according to the conspiracy theorist, this is Tom Hanks' way of hiding so he doesn't get caught. He's in Australia, and he's going to say he and his wife are sick, and they're going to hunker down, and that now they're going to get Donald Trump out of the White House, and he's not going to be able to pull the strings anymore, and they're going to get one of them blue-blooded Democrats in there.
Uh-oh.
And yeah.
Wonder what grade that was.
All right, are you done with the... We talked to Brian for like 10 seconds, and now you're on like a conspiracy theory show.
Well, I'm trying to see what Charles thinks about it.
What?
He don't buy it.
But what ain't I buying now?
He doesn't even know what we're talking about.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, but
I want to know what you think.
About what? No, he's showing me Facebook pictures.
Yeah, he wants to take you back to your childhood for when they abused you.
Wait, here's what you don't understand. Now I got to switch to that. I said, uh-oh, who knows what may show up next there. Then you say, okay, click that backwards and go to this show back over here. Wait a minute. I got to back my breaker box up here, a couple of clips. And I was saying, like, well, we already tried. We've been waiting on you for a half hour. You know, you're over here trying to drink your goddamn beer. And back. I'm like, yeah, wait a minute now. Nobody told me I had to fucking shift in reverse and back up and meet y'all back at the Y or however over here. So,
how many people have died from the coronavirus?
I have no
100
idea.
and I don't have it in front of me. I don't want to say.
5,000.
5,000.
5,000 people have died?
Yeah, just over 5,000.
That's worldwide, though.
Yeah.
But we just don't.
There's 7.6 billion people in the world, I think. Something like that. I think there's 7 billion people in the world, and there's like 330 million people in the United States.
If you, and I saw you do it a minute ago, pull up that screen that shows the world flat.
Do you think the world is flat?
No, the whole screen laid out nice and flat for you, so you can see east and west, up and down.
And the coronavirus
so you can
map.
see where it is in the way things are going, right through the middle of all the countries. You do it. You do that. You know, take the world and lay it out. I forgot how you got to do it.
Yeah, kind of like the pirates did when they had their maps and they'd lay it out and they'd figure out where they were going to go.
Yeah, you lay it out.
You're just an old pirate, huh, Charles?
I'm just saying I understand that map. I ain't no old pirate, but I understand that map. That map says it here.
What kind of pirate are you?
I don't know what you'd probably call him, whoever.
Oh, man, here's a coronavirus live map. That's what we all need to watch.
Well,
just roll the live map.
I'm looking up the world coronavirus map, but I'm not getting a whole lot. The world map coronavirus live.
This is compelling radio.
Yeah.
Charles.
No. I just was wondering. I want to see if there's a pattern where it's spreading. If it's spreading east to west and it's already at a certain level. Like
I'm on the live map here, but I don't necessarily see a live map.
Mine's coming in strong. 5,088 deaths. Here comes the map. Where do you got to get to see it, Charles?
I can see it from here if you turn it my way. Can I walk away from here?
No,
36 deaths in the United States.
Watch this.
80,000 confirmed cases in China. It looks like Canada is doing pretty well with only 158 cases. In Brazil, 151. Australia has 199 cases, 3 deaths. It looks like it's really hit China, obviously. It's hit the Islamic Republic of Iran with 11,000. So it's all over the world. It's worldwide, dog.
I'm still absorbing the information. Yeah. Where are we at here? Yeah, well. Yeah, well, you know what? Which way is it working?
Well, it started.
Depends on which way
China.
the wind's blowing, I guess.
Goddamn. Well, we're still pretty good ways away from all that bad shit. Better do something.
Yeah, I think they're out there doing
We're
some
going to
stuff.
start turning more boats away.
How do you think this affects the shrimping out there?
Airplanes?
The shrimp are fine, right?
I don't know. You know what? I think I took that was in biology class back in 78, and I don't think I paid attention too much to that. Because I joined the Air Force. I was like, I don't give a fuck about them fucking boats, what they're doing.
What about the planes?
Yeah, that's what I thought I'd do. Fly on planes and shit. No, you don't.
I think what could be a real problem with this thing, it seems like, is hospital
terrible.
beds. Because if people get sick, there's only so many beds. And that's what I'm reading in Italy. In Italy, it's so bad over there. I guess they are unprepared. Their healthcare system, unprepared. Not enough hospital beds. They're having to decide who they take care of and who they don't take care of.
No way.
So that's why they're
a great solution to that is?
What's
These
that?
cruise ships that aren't allowed to go anywhere, park them along those places. They got a lot of beds.
It sounds like they do. And they're parked.
Well.
That's a good idea, yeah.
No.
That's bad?
No. Because now what? If you have somebody who's infected and now you put 5,000 people in a closed area with 1 or 2 people, then all of a sudden you have 5,000 people who are infected while you're waiting to get off
But you
that
only
boat.
get on the boat if you're infected.
Well, you don't know. They got tests now. It worked.
Yeah, they got tests now. They work.
Not enough of them. There's not enough of them.
Some work, some don't, I heard.
5,000 a day right now we're producing.
What?
Tests.
Well,
we have 1,268 confirmed
I
cases.
say stay away from all of them. That's what you do. Just stay away from all of them.
What's been happening out at the homeless camp? How have people
we
been?
stay away from everybody.
How have you been batting the coronavirus?
We don't. It ain't around us.
Yeah, you
It
got.
ain't around me. No, hell no.
How do you know that the guy in the tent next to you isn't during the day? You know, going and swapping spit with somebody that's one of these.
No,
people
he don't
infected?
do that. No, he ain't like that. No. And the other one, nope. No one, because they all know.
Well, I mean,
What do they know? They don't know much, or they wouldn't be living under a fucking bush, probably.
No, but they don't screw with each other.
Oh, they don't fuck each other?
Right. They don't. Right.
Yeah. Right.
So.
Well, the interactive map can't be right on the money because our town's not on here.
Nope.
And there's supposedly 3, last I heard, 3 confirmed cases, 1 death. That's a high percentage.
Yeah, 1 death here in town. Phew.
Yandel knew somebody that knew somebody that knew her.
So, yeah, that's a knew somebody that knew somebody.
One knew somebody that knew somebody.
A knew away.
So I know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody who got it.
What
Do
about
you
you,
know
Charles?
anybody?
I probably do.
You know somebody that has it?
No, are you kidding me? Oh,
Well, why'd you just say that?
I
You
thought
probably
you were saying like if you're second cousin and a second cousin and a second cousin and a second cousin, do you know him? Well, maybe. I don't know. I might be third cousin down on the road somehow.
I have yet to meet somebody with the coronavirus, though the COVID-19, or at least that they have been diagnosed with it.
Well, we got to be on guard.
But here's the real problem: what happens when everybody stops going to work?
How do you know when it's around you? See, that's what I want to know.
Well, they say with this particular strain, strain of virus,
it ain't like being bit by a fly.
That this one, it multiplies double than the regular influenza flu. And they also say that it can live somewhere on this table or you touch a doorknob. Unlike the other flu, after a few minutes or so, it goes away. This one sticks around for a few days.
Where in the fuck's it come from?
Bats.
Yeah, a bat ate some kind of animal that then a human in China ate and then boom,
God
bang,
damn.
bat, boom.
Them again.
Yeah.
Fucking bats.
And
But here's the real problem I think is happening is that China shut down. Half the shit we get over here is from China. So they haven't been working for a whole month. They're just now getting back to work.
well,
Now it's making its way over here,
Well,
So are they okay? They're saying they're okay now.
sounding like they're all starting to come back to work. But who knows? Maybe that'll just spread it worse. You get all them Chinese people that have it back to work, makes it worse.
well, don't mind me. I gotta drink some.
Just keep drinking beer.
Gotta drink
No,
some
I ain't drank nothing in a half hour.
It's been a while.
man.
All right, we're going to take this beer break here
Let's
on
take
the
a break.
program. This is the beer break here on.
No, I just want to get me one last little shot right there. There's an apple beer.
Do we have any sponsors yet? Can we take a break? I mean, is there a commercial segment?
Yeah, tornado.
Nobody
Club.
wants to sponsor the show.
No, tornado's
Charles?
coming. Tornado's coming. We'll get it. We'll get one.
When are
with
you
it.
going to get us a sponsor? Didn't you say something about coming down here
As
as a
soon as
sponsor?
I get access to it, we'll do a special group called A Tornado's Coming.
What do you got? Pictures of clowns over there? What do you
No
need?
clowns. Read the can, Charles. Today's program is brought to you by.
What, these people right here?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Ring the bell.
What bell?
The program.
Where? Well, I'll hit them. Four Locos. I can't read it because it says sour.
You drink it every day. Why can't you do an ad for it?
I just bought these. I walked in the store just to grab them.
That's good.
I
Go
walked
on.
in and grabbed them.
Say the name again.
Four Locos, 14%, which, it's got, that means half. 28 proof or something. That's pretty good.
Right. Say the
Goddamn.
name again.
Four Locos.
All right. And where'd you buy it?
Over there to the store right down the road.
What the store has a name?
Yeah.
You don't remember now. He's had too many
I
of
know
them.
which one it was, but goddamn it, you know where it's at.
Say the name one more time.
I don't know. Here clock, there clock, everywhere 7 to 8 o'clock, 11 o'clock. Yep, 7, 11 o'clock.
Now say the show is brought to you by.
Well, we can't say this. We'll get in big trouble.
No. They'll love us. Go
Yeah.
ahead. Ring the bell.
Well,
Watch the beer around the microphone though while you're reading it.
he's
Just
the one that's talking to me. I can see his eyes where he's telling me where to go.
I thought
Read
it was
the commercial.
a decent bit.
it
What
is,
commercial?
but just don't pour it on the microphone.
I'm not pouring. I'm not dropping any of this right here.
All right, let's hear you
That's
do an
all I
ad.
got.
All
I
right.
only bought 2, remember?
Final take. Here we go. From the top. You're doing a Four Secos, or what the hell is that thing called?
Four Locos.
Four Locos.
Four Locos.
All right, there.
In Spanish, I think that's four crazy motherfucking people.
Okay, and here we go. This show is brought to you by.
Who? But you want to say Four Locos, Cuatro Locos?
Talk
You
about
know,
how the percentage,
go on.
talk about the good things. You were sure fired up when you brought them in the truck. You had a whole commercial for me. And you were telling me why you bought them.
These are, if somebody says you can have 2 beers, all right?
What's the math? You did some kind of math for me when we got in the car. He's
Well,
like, these are like 14
these are-
Budweisers if you just drink one of these.
That's why I'm doing these 2. That's
Okay,
why
well,
I got.
okay, you're doing a commercial for the fucking beer. You know
Yeah.
all about it. You told me
Yeah,
all
yeah.
about it. Here you go. And this show is being brought to you by.
Cuatro Locos. Cuatro Locos. Four Locos. That's where we're.
Gotta tell the audience what it is, where they pick it up. It's
How's
a
it
commercial. You know how
it's,
you're doing a
it-
fucking commercial for those.
If you're camping and you get up in the morning and the coffee's been run out, got to head out fishing. You want to drink something other than coffee next. So this is what you drink next. This is apple flavored damn fine drink. Four Locos. And so you
Close.
drink that and off you go in the boat.
All right, let's do take 7 here. I would like for you to close. You know, when you close commercials out, you want to close with the brand. So as you're wrapping up, you hear the big end of the music. I want you to make sure you finish, and then you also want to tell them where they can buy it. Because if we want to get these guys as a sponsor, we're going to have to send them a real good spec commercial, as they say, and they love to hear the name of their brand.
Okay.
They want to hear why you love it and why it's
Let me
great,
look.
and then you want to close with where can you get it.
I
And-
wish you could put some light on my can so I can read it. I'm trying to read it in the dark.
Well, there's a switch over there. Just reach over there and turn the damn
Remember
switch
how-
on.
Hey, I walk away.
Okay, well, you could put your headphones down. I know it's very difficult to decide. Will I put the beer down? I'll put the headphones down. You ready to try to read the commercial? You know exactly what it is. Ready? And go. This show is brought to you by
Four Locos, a single shot elixir of 25 ounces of apple flavor. There's all kinds of flavors, but the one I'm holding is apple flavor. Four Locos.
The hardest seltzer in the universe.
And
You can pick it up at your local 7-Eleven.
Or anywhere. You'll see them. You'll see them. Yep. And they're good.
All right, nice. Well, hopefully they'll buy that. I don't know.
No, we could do better someday. I don't care.
You did all right. You did all right. You know, maybe you should do the commercial before you drink.
There's hemp. There's one that's hemp.
A Dos Seco?
Four Locos hemp.
Four Locos hemp.
Mm-hmm. Let's start getting some cases of this stuff.
Four Locos. We got three of them in here now.
I know Loco means, crazy person. If it's one. If
I
it's
don't think it means
Loco.
crazy.
I think the reason why they named it that is because it's like drinking 4 beers, right?
Yeah,
Because
it
it's
makes you crazy.
14%.
No.
Yeah,
It could be people who did too many mushrooms or peyote.
Why would you want to drink that?
They don't drink that. They eat it. They eat the button.
But why would you want to drink that if that's why they call it that?
This?
Why do you drink that?
It ain't this right here. This right here is what we just got. I've managed to make them same 2 cans last all day.
So how's life been treating you this week, Mr. Wendy?
Pretty good.
Last time we seen you,
He told me bad.
What?
He told me things were bad. Nothing was happening.
Well, I told you that one guy, was acting kind of weird.
you had a guy that was threatening people. Saying
He thought somebody cut his tent. There's a coon that done it.
How do you know?
Well, it's done to everybody.
You got your tent cut? You got your tent cut?
Yep. So does the other guy. So the other one twice. So.
Did you wake up from a dream
I caught him last night.
in your tent?
No, I'm right outside knocking shit over.
Have you seen a raccoon in your
Yep,
tent?
big one. What can you do? You can't shoot him.
Why?
That's against the law, I think. You can't just be shooting a goddamn 22 when there's people around.
I used to work at a
What if
restaurant.
you miss and you hit somebody? Now who's in trouble?
I worked at a
You
restaurant where
shooting
they
at a coon?
they would show up at the garbage can outside
Yeah.
where they would all go smoke cigarettes, and they would take old rotten potatoes or potatoes that we weren't going to be making any food with, and they would chuck them at these. We would chuck them at the raccoons to get them away from the trash. Because they'd be digging in the trash and making a mess.
Well,
We'd have to clean it up. So
you know
rather
what?
than cleaning it
Yeah,
up, let's just peg them with a potato.
No.
Pang!
No.
It was kind of like the game you play at the carnival where you throw the baseball and you try to knock over the little clown face.
Yeah.
I kind of played it. And their eyes, they shine at night where you can see them across the way, especially if you put a little flashlight on them. And then they freeze when they get lights in their face. Pow! You can hit them right between the eye. You had a flashlight.
I'm not doing that. I seen the one last night, and I yelled at what's his name. I said, "It is that motherfucking coon right there."
What'd you say to it?
I let that coon know that I was preparing to start launching objects at it.
How'd you get it out of there?
How'd you let it know?
These things drop out of the trees, big old, like they're the size of about a big potato. They drop out of the trees like a big nut. They make great
Bird shit? What is it?
No, it's some kind of tree deal. They hang from the trees up there.
Like a nut from the tree?
Yep, big one. It's not a
Big nut.
Yeah,
Big
yeah.
nut fall right on top of you.
Yeah, hit you right in the head like an apple. You see them all over the trail back there. You'll see them one day. You were there. You just didn't look. Anyway, you pick one of them things up, man. You sling that thing like a baseball. God help if you happen to get lucky and hit one of them fucking coons like I did last night. They let out a squeal that they alert all the rest of them. Okay, you moved in a little too close here. Guy just fucking pelted Jimmy with one of them fucking.
You think they got names?
I think so.
So right now, really the most exciting thing going on at the homeless camp is the coons.
And pinging them with the nuts that fall from the trees.
I don't know. Yeah, I had to do it.
That sounds kind of boring.
That's a good sound, Charles. When is the scheduled fishing trip? Do you have your bags packed? Do you wear sunscreen?
Well, no. First, he's got to get his blood pressure medicine.
That's the question.
We've been saying right, but see, I can't. I can go down there, and if they say get on the boat, I have to say, well, I can't go without that fucking dope.
That sounds weak. You can't go without dope?
No, the high blood pressure medicine.
That's a myth. Get on the boat, Charles.
No,
You're not gonna die.
Yeah, it ain't you. Yeah. I'll be right back to no smoking. Right,
Don't smoke, God.
But you will be out there, yeah. You will be.
Yeah.
You will be. You will be.
You've got to have a cigarette out on that boat.
Don't
Just
say. You
Just
can't.
don't.
You can't.
If nobody on the boat has cigarettes, how do you smoke?
Hey, everybody smokes.
Everybody smokes.
Yep, pretty
Let's
much.
go out on a no-smoking boat. What do you say?
They ain't got them.
No beer.
They ain't got them.
No smoking. But
No.
could you do it? Could you do
What
the
about
job?
vaping?
Sure, you could vape. Could you do the job?
You don't want to vape. Vaping will kill you quick.
So,
I
could
did
you
it.
do the job without beer and cigarettes? If
Where?
I hired you on a non-smoking shrimping boat, could you do the job without beer and cigarettes?
You know what? When you're dragging, the one thing that's fun about when you're shrimping is you're hunting and fishing. You're trying to figure out where they're at with a little tri-net. You figure out where the shrimp are at, and that's where you want to put your big nets down and drag around there. And if there ain't nothing there, pick it up like a fucking bird and leave and go somewhere and drag somewhere else. You got to have different bottoms to drag on. So, no, but you're right. But you get a good spot, do a little tri-net. Yep, and a lot of shrimp every time you check it. She keeps figure eight that little spot right there for a little while. You make you some money, and then off you go tomorrow.
What happened when you went to the VA? Didn't you go to the VA?
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, you can't just walk in here, sir, and show that your ID shows that you're a veteran and all this shit. But
That's what he did. He showed his driver's license. He said, "See the V at the bottom? That means
no,
veteran."
no. This one actually says veteran. This one says
Says it on your
veteran.
driver's license?
Yep.
Because it's not a driver's
So,
license.
Well, it don't matter. It's a
What
state,
is it?
It's a state ID. Same thing. It's all the
Okay,
state.
so what did they
Not
say
the
to you?
same thing.
They said you can't. You have to sign in with us. We have to send you a letter. Then you gotta do some shit when you get the letter. Give them 3 days, which puts it over the weekend into Monday. Which, so I'm like, okay, whatever. So it's going to the shrimp boat docks.
What, and you're going to get some kind of paperwork?
He gave
Yeah,
away.
some
He
kind-
doesn't
some-
even have an
some-
address.
Right.
Yeah, where did you say? Homeless camp, Fort Myers
Nope,
Beach?
nope,
What did you
nope.
put down on there?
Behind that
I-
1, 2, 3 store.
I think I've seen them allow people that work on their boats to use their address, and they'll just have it laying. Then when they see you, they'll say, "Hey, you got mail in here? Thank you."
So you had it mailed to the shrimping boats.
I had to.
Yeah, because you got nothing.
I had to put it somewhere.
If people want to send you fan mail, what would the address be? Would you want to give out the address here on the show? Where would
Oh,
people
they don't want to do that.
send
there.
that mail?
They don't want to do that. there.
Careful what you ask for.
You know what? Hey, you know what? I need to get me my own mailbox.
P.O. box. You ought to get you a little P.O. box.
I mean, mailbox, PO box, whatever you want to call it.
We could give him a sweet B.
And
Sweet B. What do you think? You want to be Sweet B?
who's that?
He's more of a sweet pea.
No,
think.
who's sweet? Yeah,
Sweet B means you have an address here, but you'll be in Suite B instead of Suite A.
Right.
I don't know if we want to open up that can of worms either.
Hang on,
Then
hang
again,
on. Let me get over here where I can still have my beer.
Now, is that actually
And
beer or is
sure
it more
are
like
right there.
Schlitz?
I can't talk that way. I got to turn. I'm trying to.
You're teetering.
No,
You sure are. You
no,
want
I'm
the
trying-
stool?
teetering.
Hey, no, look. I'm
wanna sit
adjusting
down?
to the light. I'm just adjusting to the light.
We can adjust the lights.
No, don't. I'm going to adjust this right here. I'm trying to get to where it's not blinding me. That's all.
Can I point out that he didn't answer the question about can you shrimp without beer and cigarettes on board? Do they
What
have
are you
that?
doing to the microphone?
I'm trying to turn it up while I don't got to bend over. That's a little better. There you go. Nothing.
Mark that 46 minutes about.
Can you shrimp? Yes,
have to
yes.
bend over.
Listen, Yando. If you go through a hurricane and you're lucky to be alive and the boat is still afloat and all your smokes,
Why would you be out during a hurricane? How far
you
out
get
are
caught off guard.
Off guard? How would you get caught off guard there?
I'll tell you, hey,
3 weeks
hey,
notice.
Stop it. They make a gamble at the opening of the Texas season in the summertime, usually around July the 6th to the 15th, where all the boats, some boats, the ones that chance it, they run straight across and get ready. The other ones shrimp off Louisiana and all that shit, because in case a hurricane forms in the Gulf. If you choose, like Columbus or whoever run across wherever, to go straight across, it takes 3 to 4 days to go straight across. If a storm forms there, you're caught in it as it forms.
You mean a storm, not a hurricane.
No, they turn into hurricanes, and you happen to be there while they're doing it.
Right there, they spin up in the Gulf?
Yep. You've seen the ones that do it, and if you happen to be on a boat on the way, you hear about so-and-so, little Johnny or little Joe.
They all got spun up, huh?
Well, stories of the boat being flipped over and the one guy trying to grab the other guy's hand.
All right, I get it. It's dangerous work. I watched the crabbing show on TV.
Oh, crabbing.
So,
well.
So you don't want to go shrimping because it's very.
No, I didn't say I didn't want to go shrimping.
Well, you don't want to go shrimping because you got to have your blood pressure medicine because it is a very stressful job.
Right.
Or he can't smoke and drink beer without the medicine.
Yeah, you'd have to make a choice if you didn't.
So you're taking this medicine solely so that you can smoke and drink.
Pretty much, I think so. Yep, you sound like a damn good psychologist or whatever. That's what it sounds like.
So you mean to tell me if Charles stopped drinking that beer and he stopped smoking them cigarettes and vaping that vape pen.
Right, and then eating broccoli and all that. I can't do everything.
Probably would be.
Where will it end?
Be just
where will
fine.
it end? Yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah, just fine. And I think he'd be happy as a little pig and shit out there on a shrimping boat.
Well, that's a good thing about it. When you're out there is no beer.
Good. That's what I was just talking about.
That's why I was trying to get back on that boat, but
There's no beer out there.
Well,
I thought they buy beer.
Yeah, they buy
you
beer.
said on the way out they buy some groceries.
They'll let you bring out about a day, but when you run it out,
how many beers is that for you?
Everybody, no, a case.
Everybody knows that.
One case.
18.
One case.
The one guy wants a case for the day we leave that lasts all the way to the next day.
By God.
And so how do you ration your beers? If you get a case
I
of beer,
drink mine one every 5 or 15 minutes. So you got this guy drinking his too fast. Now you got to start marking your cans. That's good. Yeah.
You got to mark.
I'm just saying, you got to mark. You got to be careful when you say.
So you got to drink though. You can't put your beer down and spill over.
You don't get your own fridge on there, huh? Is that what you're saying? You're afraid somebody's going to go in there and take one of your beers?
No, it ain't that. It's just that they can be confused. You want to make sure that you're drinking
it's better not to
different
bring
kind of beer than anybody else's, because all of a sudden your beers tend to get tangled up and mixed up. So,
well, I don't think anybody's drinking Four Locos.
Not these. No.
You're probably the only one on the boat slamming Four Locos.
No. You don't do these out there. No.
So what's the plan, Charles? We first met earlier this week on Monday. You were going to go to the VA, try to get the blood pressure medicine.
Yep.
You were going to use, I gave you a bus pass to where you could get around town, do whatever you need to do, find some work maybe.
Yep.
What all's happened? Just go ahead.
Had to sign up.
It's your show, man.
Anyway,
Fill the audience in.
No. Had to sign up. Had 3 to 14 days. Okay. Well, you'll hear your shrimp boat address will hear from us in 3 to 14 days. So I'm not going to go pestering them. I'll be dancing around. If they say, hey, you got mail in here, okay, then I got it. But I'm not going to go say, hey, you got any mail?
How many days ago was it that you went?
You remember the other day.
How am I supposed to remember when you went to
you're the one that got the ticket, remember? It's 3 days ago, wasn't it?
The day I got you the bus ticket was not the day that you went to the VA. You don't even remember.
No, you don't.
Why? Well, I remember, but I would think you should remember when you went to the VA. Do you remember what day? You also told me.
Yeah.
You told me another story about when he came out of the VA.
Uh-oh.
That he seen a sundial that was at high noon right out there in the open.
Yeah.
Wow. A sundial, old school?
Yep.
I don't know if it was old school.
No.
And you know that a sundial doesn't work at high noon.
It doesn't?
I know, but this wasn't high noon. And that's why it was right.
Okay.
What was this guy doing? What was this guy doing when you came out of the VA? You told me some story that day you came out that you saw something that you hadn't really seen out in public before.
Yeah, no. I'm riding on the bus, and this guy sitting beside me, he didn't speak too much English, so we didn't talk a whole lot. But all of a sudden, he jabbed me in the ribs. I looked over, and I seen this guy passed out on a bench. I was like, yeah, somebody passed out. Something told me to look. So I went around and looked around that guy, and this guy was laid out and was fully exposed and was pleasuring himself. Fully porno. Know what I mean?
Yeah, straight up. Now tell me.
You can see it a mile away.
What was he doing exactly? Like
laying on his back on a public bench right there with cars going by 3 feet away no pants. I couldn't look that much because the camera he's showing me on it. I'm looking at I'm riding on the truck. And I don't see it, but I said, I'll be a motherfucker. That's what I told that Mexican. I said, here's some English for you right here, motherfucker, right there. What the fuck just happened here? So when I go sit back in my seat.
How is he stroking it? Could you show?
Straight up and down like he had some kind of some super high, like break it off or flip the park bench over.
Like show me with your hand like what he was doing.
I ain't doing no shit like that, man. That's stupid.
Yeah, show.
You know I ain't doing that.
I want to know. Describe to the audience exactly like. So this guy's on a park bench in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
He's laying on his back. Does he have a shirt on?
Let me think. I think his shirt was unbuttoned.
Fat guy, skinny guy, old guy?
Skinny guy.
Skinny guy.
Yeah.
And he's on a park bench.
Yep.
And he's out. And are there people walking by him?
Yeah, it's regular right on the sidewalk.
And he's got no
cars going by.
And he's got his wanker out.
Yep. Hardcore.
How? What do you say hardcore?
What do you mean? Gentry, pull it up.
There's a video of it?
Yeah, that's why it showed up on my fucking phone. I was like, I don't want nothing to do with this guy, fucking old hard Peter, fucking motherfucker.
I thought you saw it with your own two eyes. Like live in person.
That's how I knew that it was what I saw was.
So you saw it twice. You saw it in real life, and then you saw it on the news?
I was not there when the original recording was made.
Oh,
you told me you seen it with your own two eyes.
Who?
The guy jerking his whatnot.
No, not that part. No,
what are you?
I'm not. Hey, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the.
What are you talking about? We were just talking about a guy jerking off in a park bench. What are you talking about?
I don't know. Hang on. No.
Those four locos are making you fucking out of your mind.
Only one.
That's the second one.
I know, but still have a go. So true story. Watch this.
What happened?
You want to see something amazing? Is how I'll show you how I'll burn through that overdose of all that crap of yours that I tried. Now I burnt through it.
Is that stuff starting to kick in?
No, it already fucking tried to ruin me. But now I've fought through it. And now I'm back there going to hit this a couple of times like a lawnmower trying to get started after being shut down for the spring. And got to start somewhere in short grass. And we'll be ready to go here in a minute.
So you were on a bus.
Are we about to take another break? Let's talk about the sponsor.
Oh, yeah. It might be time to do another break for our sponsor. Are you ready for your commercial?
Hey, who is it?
Who is the sponsor this time? Well, we're trying to get a deal with that Four Locos.
Hey.
That alcohol.
Yeah.
Did you forget about that? I know it was just 15 minutes ago.
No. Tell them to tell me. I can talk Spanish.
Ooh, lay that
if they
on
want
us
me,
now.
remember that?
Change the music.
Hey, know.
Fired up.
Remember that time way back when they gave you that printout and you said the only problem was it's in Spanish, so I read it in Spanish. Remember when you did that thing? I was over, and you know who? Remember late great Joe said, if you have any other hidden talents, that's when I read that Spanish when they gave it to you in Spanish first.
All right, let's hear you. And now our sponsor for the podcast, the new show here with Mr. Wendy, as we take a timeline of his trip from northern Michigan all the way down to the beaches of South Florida, where he's trying to become a big radio star. We're well on our way. These episodes, they just keep getting better and better, I feel. Possibly.
I don't. Well, they're terrible.
Wait a minute. Hey.
But we're still waiting for you to catch some real fire, Mr. Wendy.
Hey, and you know what? Hey, you can't keep on doing different shit. What, can you cuss on the show or not?
Yeah,
it's your show.
It's your show. This is the Mr. Wendy show, actually.
Yeah,
Is that what it's called, the Mr. Wendy Show?
We can call it, what do you want to call it, Mr. Wendy?
Well, we got to think about loose cannon.
You want to call it loose cannon?
Loose cannon.
All right, loose cannon.
You know why?
With Mr. Wendy.
You know why I like loose cannon? Because when the ropes are, when you fire that motherfucker and it's so powerful that it breaks all the fucking chains and ropes and shit and the cannon starts flying everywhere, goddamn, that's a pretty mad motherfucker right there. So
loose cannon.
A loose cannon.
You're kind of a loose cannon.
A loose cannon is a bad motherfucker.
Yeah, because it could mess up the ship.
You got to tear the ship in half.
Yeah, it could all of a sudden, but you only got so many of those cannonballs, I mean.
Why don't we call
how many
it
cannonballs can you
the
put in a loose
Cannonball
cannon?
Run?
The Cannonball Run. I like that. There's a country song called that. Something like that.
As far as a loose cannon, they only fire one round. But it's
You
a
only
cannon.
put one cannonball in there. Boom.
Right.
So you only have
But
one shot.
the
It's a
problem-
one shot to take down the boat.
The problem is where people get overzealous and they put extra fucking gunpowder in there because they want to fucking knock a hole in this motherfucker. Watch this. Pow! That fucking cannon blows through and breaks and fucking changing ropes and starts flying all over the fucking boat everywhere, knocking all kinds of shit apart. That's a loose cannon. Too much
loose
dope.
cannon.
Too much dope
That's
in that
good. That's
one.
a segment. Mark that 57.
Too much
Loose
dope.
cannon.
Yeah, too much dope in that cannon. That's what caused a loose cannon.
Well, that's the name of the show, Loose Cannon with Mr. Windy, and it is presented
Loose
by
Cannon.
who? Mr. Windy, go ahead. Our sponsor of the day is
our good friends at Four Locos, which I believe are Cuatro Locos. Yeah, my favorites, my friends. Yes, all the time. Good for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Buenos dias, buenas tardes, buenas noches. Okay.
What makes it so great, Mr. Windy? Tell the audience.
It's a nacho.
Why are they so good? Tell the audience what you told me when you got into the truck like the kid in Christmas Morning that just opened up the gift that he wanted. You told me the reason why you get those. Tell the audience why you like Four Locos, our proud sponsor of Loose Cannon.
Because if you don't have to go get 6 beers. If you drink these, you have to get 2 beers, and that's the same as about 7 beers and 2. That's one in each hand.
2 and how many and 7 and what are the what?
No, and they're great flavored. These are like St. Patrick's Day. They're coming.
Oh, that's canceled.
Yeah, everything's been canceled.
Oh no, not that one too.
Yeah, you can't pinch each other. No touching.
No St. Patrick's Day parade.
No, that's canceled.
What happens if they stop going to work at the Budweiser plant and all of a sudden there's no alcohol available at the stores? What you gonna do, Mr. Windy?
Well, I'll tell you right now, I'll be walking in there and seeing exactly what's happening to the wine section. Is
the wine section still standing? Is there any sherry?
There's a lot of wine.
A port?
There's way more wine than there is beer. Way more.
What happens if they start rationing all the wine to the women?
Well, that's right.
Women and children. Only the women and children get the wine.
No. If I get there and I don't get some of that right there before the great doomsday or whatever, fucking I'm gonna wine around here for about fucking 3 months. They say.
There's a pot.
Nobody. They're talking about it could wind up. Everybody's all
So,
fucked up.
do you think this is the end of time, Charles?
No, I think it's gonna
This could be biblical. You know.
I
They say.
think it's gonna be fun for everyone. I think it's gonna be good.
You think it's going to be good? It's going to be good times.
Yeah.
If you had to put how many days do you think this is going to last? How many more days do you think we're going to be worried about this here, COVID-19?
You're the one that has that screen. I just had the paper today, and you see what the paper showed me. I don't know how it works. I think if I understand what I saw, I think it looks like it's staying on a certain line, a certain temperature or something going around.
Oh yeah, that
And,
warm
and
middle.
we're right in it.
When you get in summer, it's harder for those viruses to live.
Is it?
Well, but
They like
then-
cold
but-
air. You're right.
But maybe,
But.
maybe a little cold front moves them down a little bit, push it down and cool them up. But you get I don't know. You know what? They fought AIDS pretty good. So
what's your
They
plans?
did. I thought it was a miserable failure.
who? What?
The AIDS pandemic.
No, they beat that. No, but you don't see nobody dying of AIDS anymore. You see people got HIV positive and they're going down, and they get diagnosed with AIDS, and then take their drugs, and then they fix that right up.
Yeah, it sounds like you can live on the drugs. You know,
You
Magic
can.
Johnson doesn't even test positive for HIV anymore. But
Right.
he's on them
That's
good
what I'm saying.
drugs.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So, not him. I didn't say him. But there is, it's pretty modern. You take this, that old 3-1 cocktail. I actually had a friend of mine who was so crying out loud because his buddy died.
Oh, that's sad.
Hey, you know what he did? He stopped taking his medicine.
Because his buddy died?
Yeah. And everybody said, why are you doing it? He said, yeah. I said, you got to be shitting me. This is back before they didn't get the age thing figured out all the way yet.
Yeah.
They got some medicines that might keep you alive a little longer. Well, he quit taking his medicine. Bastard died right there in his fucking apartment.
Maybe he was just tired of taking.
Well,
the
no,
medicine.
he missed his buddy.
Missed his buddy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Died of a broken heart.
Yep.
Sad.
Went right after him. And hey, age got them both. Ain't that wild?
That is wild. So what are your COVID-19 plans, Mr. Wendy, moving forward? You got the big weekend here. You got a little bit of money. I know that you got that Obama card that's still working, so you can get your food. You got a nice little camp set up out there. I mean, I guess you just keep on camping out there, I guess.
Well,
as long as they'll keep you. If that's where you want to be.
Keep me. No. I'm the one who decides what's going on. They moved by me. I didn't move by them.
So you're running the camp. Are you the camp counselor? Are you making sure, because you said there were some people that were acting out and stuff?
Yeah.
Well, and they have now found out what happened to them. So yeah, we'll be talking to them. We'll be talking to them when we see them.
All right. Well, we're down to the last 60 seconds of the program here, Mr. Wendy.
Nice work.
What can we expect from you next week on next week's episode? You really haven't accomplished much since the last one, other than take more money out of my pocket to keep you alive. At what point will you get on that shrimping boat, Mr. Wendy, and go bring in that big pile of shrimp?
And will you be bringing some of the cash by here?
I don't need the cash. I just want a couple of shrimp. And I apologize, Mr. Wendy, about the last time when you offered me all that shrimp. I was out of pocket.
Sorry. Hey, I wasn't ready to talk. You brought that on.
Okay, I apologize
anyway,
about that.
But anyway.
What are we going to get from Mr. Wendy next week? What can we expect on the next episode?
Next week? What's going on? What's going on as far as any storms coming this way? Because that could cause all kinds of shit to be fucked up. So what about, we're getting ready to be heading into storm season. What's coming up this way? Can you look and see?
You want me to look at the weather?
Well, any kind of storms that might be early. Because, June, we're not April.
Well, I just looked it up. It's going to be hot.
Yeah, this is called show prep. You do this before the show. This is your big finish.
I'm not trying. I didn't know you were.
Show's over.
I didn't know
Say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Thank you for the four beers from the four Locos.
No. Thank you. Yeah.
Dearest Abigail, I write to you with great longing, and also because I lost your phone number. You see, I recently purchased a new phone and regretfully tried to transfer my data from my old phone myself. The horrors. Photos, notes, your number, all gone in a confusing flash. Why did I not use AT&T Right to You? I could have bought online and an expert would have brought me my new phone and helped me transfer my data for free. I could be texting you hilarious gifs at this very moment, for AT&T Right to You can deliver as soon as today. Instead, I have delivered unto myself only misery. Also, I lost your mailing address in the data transfer, so I'm not sure why I'm even writing a letter.
It's not complicated. Personal delivery, expert setup, all free, as soon as today, with AT&T Right to You. Same-day delivery is subject to availability. Select areas only. Service provided by AT&T or an authorized provider. Visit att.com/right to you for details and availability.